Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. You know, the AgroLiner trailer would fit with that one, but that's quite a small capacity on there. It's only 13,000, so it's not even one full trailer. So it's not brilliant. I kind of want to disregard that one. It would be this one here that I would go with, or the Phoenix one over here, and maybe just buy it at 110,000 and then upgrade it later. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, that I'm kind of thinking is something that we want to be seriously considering. I got the two combines have stopped up here, very conveniently. So I will... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to stop that one as well. I'm going to take this one. Actually, I should have just let him go, shouldn't I? I should just let him just, you know, carry on doing what he was doing. He would have been fine. If I go there with that one, and then I go over here with this one. He's on 89%. There's only one more pass for both of the combines. So now I bring you here like this, and you can go whizzing on down there. You've nearly finished that field there, and you've nearly finished that field there. I will go with this tractor and trailer right here. I'm going to get a little bit of grain off of that combine up there that's on 90%, just so that he will get all the way down to the end of the row. He's about to go and stop before I get to him, but look how he's slowing down. That's what it's supposed to do. Slow down. So yes, he's gone and stopped now, but he didn't quite stop. And then by just taking a little bit out of him like that, we're done on there. I'm going to bring him down this way like this, and that trailer is going to go there. Then I'm going to go to this trailer, and I'm going to this combine. I'm going to bring him back round like that. Put the spout out here. That one goes right out there. Now he's saying that the helper bee has completed his task. I can go over to you. Start you up again and move you back in over this side. There we go, like that. So he can empty out as well. And there is our sunflower harvest all complete. We just need to dump this lot into the trailers and get these combines out of the way. As the 2C drills are still working hard in the field, I will go and actually put these combines away in the shed properly. I'm also going to give them a full service. So I'll drive this round to the... Right, you've still got 1,000 litres in you, so I'll leave you doing what you're doing. And this one I will drive on round. Let's close that one down, turn those beacons off. And take one round. You can have a full service now. So that will be a full check over. We'll check over the header. We'll check over the combine. Make sure that everything is tickety-boo from head to tail. And then it can be put away in the shed. We're going to want to change the headers over as well. Right, let's go there. Okay. Repair. Yes. And repair. Yes. Ideal. Right, there's the first one done, and we're going to stick you into the shed, and then I can go and get the second combine. We're already on minus 3.5 grand from doing our planting, but as we know, it doesn't take very long for the, what do you call, the solar panel to correct that, so we can start earning our money back up again. Now, the actual truck, moving stuff with the truck. The sunflower seeds is going to be 2 trips with a tractor and with a with the 2 trailers. That's fine, you know. Wherever we got to go to do that, then that's what we'll do. It's only 2 trips. It's not like the end of the world or anything. We can cope with that. But when it comes to potatoes, I'm gonna want something a bit bigger. So I'm thinking when we're working on the potatoes, we're gonna want one of those trucks. And I'm thinking that if we bought the truck by that point, that might be a better thing. I mean, yes, we're going to have to buy a trailer as well, which is going to be another 70 grand. But there's still not that much more than a solar panel. And maybe we can get a solar panel and a truck before we get to that point on our next harvest. I don't really know at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. Let's do both of those. Just jump back into you here. Go and park this one in the shed, and then I can get the 2 trailers emptied. Actually, I even want to empty them. I'm thinking I won't empty those trailers out. I'll just go and get a little bit more sunflowers in them and top them up, and then once we get the right price on whichever place is going to be selling, we'll be able to, we'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to sell immediately. Everything will be set. Everything will be wonderful. We will make an absolute fortune from selling it. We've got close to 2 sets. We've got close to 80,000 litres. 80,000 litres of grain. And remember, we don't need to buy the truck until we're doing potatoes. So we've got a little bit of leeway on that. We've got time. Time is good because the more time that goes by, the more money we get from our solar panels. I mean, yeah, it does have to make up for the planting and stuff. But with the amount that we've got right now, jump in here, I got 32,000 right there. So we're not quite 80,000 litres, I don't think. Actually, I'm thinking I might go and dump this in so we can see. All right, you know what? We ought to be able to figure this out. Right, 49,000 litres right there, plus 32,000 litres there makes 81,000 litres in total. So we are just over 80,000 litres, which is 2 trips. We're only going to need to do 2 trips with this, regardless of where we go and sell. If we get a minimum of 2,500 per 1,000 litres for our price, then 81,000 litres, we're looking at 160 plus another 40. We're looking at 200,000 euros. 200,000. So we will buy next another solar panel with that 200,000 from these sunflowers. We've got soybeans to harvest and sell, and we'll have corn as well, although the corn, we may not get the right price for that before we're working on potatoes, so we can't count on being able to have that one up and running, but we can count on having the soybeans. There's no reason to think that we can't have the soybeans done and sold and ready to go. Jump over to you. You've got one more pass up across the field, and then this one's done. We can start working down on the biggest field. That's brilliant. We're starting to catch up with it all. Yeah, exactly 40,000 left plus the 42,000. So we've got 82,000 litres. And one of these has got to get up to 2,500. One of them does. 2.5 grand. That's 200,000. So that'll be a brand new solar panel added to the mix. And the solar panels, we worked out a few times how long it takes to get our money back. And we know that the biggest solar panel is by far the best option. It gets us 820 an hour. So we'll get an additional 820 an hour coming in from that. The bee house right here is 25 per hour. So we're getting 75 an hour on the 3 beehives that we've got. Plus the 820 over here. So we're getting 895 at the moment. So that's going to be 915, 1,715 per hour coming in from our 2 solar panels. That's pretty good. And then after we've got the second solar panel, the next purchase after that will be the truck, I think. We will count on the truck being the next purchase, and then we can worry about more solar panels after that. There's one field done. We'll head on down this way and get that one set. We'll use the AI extension to go... Actually, we won't bother doing that because I'm here now. We can just nurse it along using the standard hired help and get the big field started. I'm going to bring this one down here just to the edge like that, and I'm going to set the hired help running. Yeah, I'm on a new recording session now, and I had a suggestion in the comments about our combines, because, I struggle to sort of keep up with the combines, and it would be nice if I didn't have to sort of nurse them quite as much as we do. I mean, yeah, the main reason that I struggle to keep up with them is because of the speed that they do. So we kind of like, it's accepted, and I'm quite happy with the way we've got things going on there. But at the same time, it would be nice if we could upgrade our combines a bit so that we didn't have to worry about it quite so much. And I had a suggestion in the comments, which was, why don't I sell the 2 combines that I've got and buy just one big combine and then use that rather than the 2 smaller ones? It might actually be easier for me to keep up with as well. And if the new combine is sort of as big as the 2 put together, that should also help matters a bit as well. So, and I've been thinking about this. I'm thinking this isn't a bad idea at all. I quite like this idea. Right, Helper D has completed their task over there, so we're going to take this one, and I am going to run down. I'm going to leave that tractor there doing a few passes across the end of the field, and I'm going to have this one here, and we're going to run right down to this end. And we're going to set this one going down here. Now, what I was originally thinking was we should hopefully be able to sell our sunflowers today. We need a few hours of time just to tick by, and then we should be good for selling sunflowers. Now, whether or not that's actually going to work, we don't quite know yet, but we will remain hopeful. Let me go into here a minute, and soil composition. So we're getting one lot of fertilizer going onto the field while we're doing the stuff that we're doing right here, and then we're going to need to wait for a growth stage in order to be able to get another round of fertilizer onto the field. That shouldn't be any kind of a problem. We get hopefully 2,500. Well, we should reach our 2,500 target to be able to start doing our, to sell our sunflowers. At least that's what I'm hoping. Right, I've got 4 passes on here. I'm going to do one more pass over to the other end, and then I'm going to start this tractor working up and down the long runs, and then the other one will as well once it's gone through and done everything that we want this one to do. There is a tiny little bit that it missed off the corner of the field, so I'll get that in a minute. Yeah, I'll leave it. We'll pick that up just in a minute. We won't worry about it just yet. We can deal with that. Like, it's only a little tiny bit. It's not much. And yeah, once we've got the field planted here, we've got the fertilizer to do, and we've got that to sell. So the sunflowers being sold is going to get us a load of money. And if we were to sell the 2 combines, we've got 57,000 that we can get from that. Well, now we get more than 49, but we do get more than that when we actually take them there and sell them in person. And then we've got 15 for the sunflower header. We've got 20 grand each for those 2. So that's what are we looking at? Say 100. Well, we got 105 just from selling like this. It's 145, 150, 160, and then the corn header, about 175. Now, I don't know quite how much more we will get, but we're looking at about 175 plus whatever we get from the other one. Now, I was kind of thinking we just upgrade straight to the Massey right there. That's 200,000. That's like a step between these slightly bigger ones that jump up to 300,000. So we got 200,000 there. And keep in mind that we're also going to need to get headers for these. So if we do it, we would need to get that header right there, which is 250,000. The Helianthus header we've already got. We could probably keep that one, so ignore the 50,000 at 15. We keep hold of that one for a minute. So we're saying 250, and then it'll be that one. So we're looking at close to 300,000. Yeah, I don't know that we would quite have the money to be able to do that. Right, I don't think we would quite have the money to be able to do that. You know, this one right here, you get to the end of the row right here, and I should have set you going up and down the runs already, so I'm going to do that now, and then that other tractor, we can work from the opposite side and start running it into here. So let's bring you in there like that, bring you back up to here, and away you go. Right, slightly sticking out over the edge there, but not too much. It should be fine. So you can run down that way and start working out the rest of the field right here. That will be absolutely fine. And then we've also got you over here, one last little bit, and then we'll set you running up and down that way. So we've got plenty of... I didn't need anywhere near as many passes as this. I kind of got a bit distracted with the combine. So, yeah, even if we do sell the 2 combines, we're not quite going to... Like, just the first upgrade. Just that first upgrade. We're looking at 300,000 that we would need in order to be able to get that first combine upgrade. And I don't think that we would get 300,000 with the sunflowers and selling the 2 combines. We're not going to be up to that kind of level on it. So, as we're not going to be able to get quite enough on there, because remember, I actually need to buy... No, I don't need to. I've either got to do that or I've got to buy another corn header, basically. And the corn header should be fine. There shouldn't be any issues with that one. But we are going to need another corn header in here. We've only got the one at the moment, and one of these combines is going to want a second corn header. So, yeah, I do like the idea of just getting one bigger combine, and we may end up doing that, but it doesn't look like we can quite afford to do it right now. And also, the other thing, if I am going to go for just one bigger combine, I'm thinking that just upgrading to the Massey Ferguson one here, maybe we didn't ought to do that. We could go all, I mean, yeah, that's like a full 500,000 to go all the way up there to that bad boy up there. And I've got some others over here. We've got the CR1090, that beast of a machine right there, proper Stevie machines, these are. 390,000, you got the Agco over there. So, I mean, yeah, there's a few options that we've got, but these are all expensive options. Right, the Lexion 8900 with 18,000 litres capacity, that sort of thing. Possibly this... Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards going with an ideal. That would be brilliant if we could have one of them. But the problem with that is it's well over 500,000 to go and get that. And that's a little out of our price range right now. So then I'm kind of thinking, well, 300,000, right? The Russell Mash right there. This bad boy here, we've got, you know, we can go for slightly bigger wheels if we want to. Wide tires like that. There, look at that. Look at it. Beautiful. And then we go out of here. So there's 300 for that one. And then we can go into the corn headers over here. And you're looking at, I think it would be this one right here. The RSM 161, it's saying, which I'm pretty sure is the combine I was just looking at. Yes. So we've got the corn header there for that one. That's another 67,000. So there's 366 without the big wheels. 366, and then we'd need a header in here, which would be not the Agco Dynaflex type situation. The Russell Mash Draper Stream 9-meter one right there. That's another 58,500. So we're looking at, in total, about 425,000 or something like that, to upgrade to this one. Now, this has got a 10,500 litre capacity tank, which isn't too shabby at all. That's not too bad. The Massey Ferguson over here has got an 8,600 litres, so it's 2,000 litres less, which is double almost the capacity of the one down here, which is pretty good. And that's a much cheaper upgrade. And really, it's only the tank capacity upgrade that would be the biggest sort of choice for us when we're looking at a new combine. This one right here is a 7.6 meter header, whereas the Draper Stream is a 9 meter header. So we have got an extra 1.5 meters, 1.7 meters on the Rosselmash combine. I prefer the Rosselmash one due to the fact that it's a Draper with its own wheels. We wouldn't need to worry about a header. I'm not sure if a 25-foot header would fit on the combine without having to go onto a trailer, which is a little bit more of a nuisance of moving them around. So there's kind of like, there's various pros and cons to different combines here, but I don't think we're going to be able to afford a combine at the moment. I think that's sort of something that's a little bit of a pipe dream and not quite what we're able to do just yet. Now, my big issue that I've got right here is that this is taking a while. This is taking a long while, right? We're doing this at 20k, but these fields are still going to take a bit, and this is kind of the situations that I don't particularly like. I want these to go faster. Now, if I was able to go and sell my sunflowers right now, that would be altogether different. 2,200 there at the port. Now, that's climbing rapidly. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward time a little bit. I'm not going to do it excessively because I don't want the crop to be growing in two separate stages, although this is probably going to end up with the crop growing in two separate stages doing this. I'm going to fast forward it until 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're going to go forward 4 hours in total, and we're going to see what we're doing. So this one here is 2,300, well, it's approaching 2,300. The ranch is climbing much more rapidly, so it looks like the ranch might be the one that gets it. I still got 2 hours of time that I'm going to jump forward. Well, the port is still going, and the ranch is sort of just behind. The restaurant is going quite slow, to be honest. The ranch is just a few euros behind, and now the ranch has it. The ranch has got a better price than the port. And we're up to 1 o'clock now. There's 1 o'clock. Kind of hoping that it stops increasing. Like, if we got 1 more hour, I was going to fast forward this. If it goes above 2,500, I'd be reasonably happy with that as a price for selling stuff. I think that we could go with that. We're up to 2,400 now. Right there. But it's slowing, although this one, look at, okay. Yeah, we've at 2 o'clock, and we've already got a second growth stage. So, yes, our fields are slightly split apart, which is a bit of a jolly nuisance. It's not what I wanted. This restaurant price is really climbing skywards at the moment, so I'm going to keep an eye on this, and we're going to keep fast-forwarding for another couple of hours, because we can do it now. We want to get some fertilizer on the field, and we will do that, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. I want to watch this. We could end up actually getting a record price with this, right? We could actually end up getting a record price, which I'm not going to complain about. I am not going to complain about a record price on here. So that is at the restaurant, 2,650 so far. The best price that I have ever seen for sunflowers is 2,792. We may not quite get to that, but I am going to go. I'm well over what I would want. I've got the fertilizer to go and do, but I'll worry about that in a bit. 2,690. Let's get going. Let's start traveling and get this down the hill. I'll leave them running in the field. And yeah, I don't really like that we have got now the split growth on it. Right, it stopped there, so let's stop this as well. Put that down to 1 time speed. You can get down there and we can sell these sunflowers. Then we will come back and we will get the fertilizer spinner on and we can start doing some fertilizer spreading. But we can at least, like... Oh, actually, we can barely get the fertilizer spinner on one of the other tractors. And then we can keep doing this delivery work with this tractor. Right, I'm going to go down this road here, where you never actually get any traffic. And then we can sidle in over here. Come in round like that. And then in through there like that. Right, and down to the restaurant with 2,700 euros per 1,000 litres. And also you'll notice our money is no longer minus 7,000, it's now minus 2,600 because of the money that we're getting regularly from the solar panels. So we will keep doing that. We will go for 5 sets of solar panels. I've not really heard any pushback from that idea. It's now down to minus 1,800. I've not heard a lot of sort of negative feedback from the idea of having the solar panels, having a set of them there in order to generate us a good steady income. And it seems like the sort of the most logical thing to sort of really start pushing this series forward, because like the idea that I really had with this was me being able to buy up all the land, and I don't want to get sort of locked in just this pattern of plant harvest, plant harvest, plant harvest, where it starts to get like quite tedious with how things are running. So we're on 2,696 on this sale, which is absolutely fan-schmastic. So we go there and there and sell 42,000 litres. This is going to be well over 100,000 euros that we're going to get just for this one trailer load. And I tell you what, with all of this money that we get here, there, 113,000 euros just from that bit. With all the money that we get from this, we could actually be in a position to buy another combine. I'm thinking, though, from the numbers that we've sort of been crunching, we get about 150,000 euros back from selling both of the combines. So we could go and trade the 2 of them in and instead go and buy the 1 Massey Ferguson. We would be able to do that. Once we've brought the other 40,000 litres of sunflowers down, we are in a position that we can do it if we want to. However, the other side of that coin is that if we do that, we won't be able to afford to buy a second solar panel, which means our long-term, our long-term regular income is going to be slower starting to build up. And I think I'd rather have that building up, because once that is up to our 5 solar panels that I want to get, it's going to change things around a bit. We're going to, like, that regular income every hour on 5 sets of solar panels means that every day we will, like, our income, that regular stuff coming in, we're not going to be quite so reliant on just the harvest of the crop. And at the moment, what we're doing here seems to sort of be stalling a bit, because we're constantly waiting for the next crop to be able to sell it, to sort of get a little bit more stuff, build up, and yeah. I know it's the usual process when you're playing the game, but kind of we want to skip a few steps. We want to skip along a little bit, or at least speed the whole process up a little bit, and I think the best way to do that is to have this regular income. So we'll do that first, and then we can worry about the I'm kind of wondering if I should just get on with the fertilizer spreading right now. No, I won't. I'll get another trailer. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. And for those of you wondering, the paid promotion notification that came up at the beginning of the video is because in the description down below, you will find a link to Fanatical. I have an affiliation with them. If you use that link, I will earn a small commission on anything that you choose to purchase. But that is all we have got time for, so if you have enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well, that would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, this is Frithgar, goodbye, and see you later.